Hello, Anti viewers. We've got another great book theme this month. I hope you're enjoying our book month. We're going to talk about our favorite genres to read this week. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting words out. We're going to talk about our favorite genres. All right, so as I mentioned a couple videos ago, I really liked long series as a kid. I really liked, you know, this fun cast of characters that are just thrown in all these different situations, and there's hundreds of books, so you're never lacking for more books from that series. I think that's what sort of got me into fan fiction as well, where you can read just countless stories about the same people, and I enjoy that. Now I'm finding, though, it's expensive and it's time-consuming to just read about one group of people and to have to buy all these books, and so my priorities have shifted a lot, actually. It's interesting. What I really liked as a kid, I'm finding I don't like as much, because I like meeting new people in books and trying new worlds and, you know, having the turnaround time be a little bit faster on getting into a series. So I still really enjoy series, but I found that I prefer ones now that are like 3 or 4 books long, you know? Like the Matched trilogy is only 3 books. Divergent is 3 books. Uglies is 4 books, I believe. I think there's a few more after, but yeah, so I like having a couple of books to draw the story out, but not so many that it's gonna take you like a year to read the whole series. So I really like dystopia. I know it's really popular and it's kind of overdone right now, but I just think it's really interesting. I think, you know, dystopia done well, there can never be too much of it, because it's really interesting to look at the problems that we have right now and what happens if we keep doing them, and what our future society has a potential to look like and become, and how it will shatter and break. And I just think those things are really interesting, and there's so many different authors that take it so many different directions, and I've read a million different ideas of what the future might look like, and some are scary and some are exciting, and most of them are scary, but yeah, I just think that's really fun. And so many of them, I read it and I'm like, yes, this is what it's gonna be like, and then I read another one and I'm like, no, this is what it's gonna be like, so who knows? But I think playing around with where we're going is really fascinating. That's why I don't get into fantasy as much. I actually really prefer books that are set in our world as opposed to other worlds. I mean, I think that there's a lot of really great fantasy books out there, but I really think that it's interesting to see how authors write within the world that we know, within the space that we live in, and especially when there's like one magical element or like one thing that's different. You know, it's our world, but ghosts exist, or like it's our world, but we have feeds implanted in our heads, and that's just super interesting to me. So that's what I tend to read most of. I also like books that have some small romantic element of some sort, but I don't seek out romance books, but I enjoy when other books have romance in them. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are the kinds of books I like to read. There's obviously a bunch of other stuff on my shelves, but that's what you will find the most of when looking through my book collection. I'm curious what some of your favorite dystopian books are, and also what genres you prefer to read. Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, it's game over.